Democrats are energized going into 2018, saying that the momentum is on their side heading into the midterms. But do they have the resources to take on the GOP's majority in Congress? The number crunching isn't exactly on the Democrat side when it comes to cash on hand. You've got the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, has a mere $6.3 million compared to the Republican National Committee's almost $40 million. And fundraising totals as of November, the DNC has 60.7. The RNC basically has twice that, a little more than 121 million. And we've got a tweet from the president. As we said, he's tweeting, and he's talking about the Democrats and their chances in 2018. Here's what he tweeted. Why would smart voters want to put Democrats in Congress in 2018 election when their policies will totally kill the great wealth created during the months since the election? People are much better off now, not to mention ISIS, the VA, judges, strong border, Second Amendment, tax cuts, and more. Julie, you have written about the Democrats' woes. In some ways, again, they've got some momentum. A lot of the generic ballots seem to be on their side as well. But there is this gap in terms of how they're able to turn that enthusiasm into actual cash.
Yeah, it's really kind of an interesting miscorrelation between how much enthusiasm there seems to be out there based on polls for Democrats winning the midterms and what the fundraising is like so far. Just taking a look at the DNC versus the RNC, as you said, the RNC has literally doubled what the DNC has been able to raise. And in my story, I talked about how there are, two really big factors with that. One is that the small donors haven't come home to the Democratic Party because of the 2016 election, because so many people feel or have this perception that the party kind of forced Hillary Clinton on them, didn't give Bernie Sanders a fair shot. Party leaders, of course, say that never happened, that it's false, but there's that perception out there that has really stopped people from wanting to give money on the small donor side. And on the big donor side, you've got people like Tom Steyer out there freelancing, spending $20 million of his own money
on an impeachment
project, instead of supporting the party. And so there's really, it's a tough year for the Democratic Party to try to rebrand itself and market itself in a way that is attractive to small donors and big donors alike.
And that's the big topic, right? What should the messaging be? We had the party this July, Chuck Schumer, this whole idea that they were going to be the party of the little guy. Here is what he was saying back in July about where the party should be.
President Trump campaigned on a populist platform, talking to working people. That's why he won. But as soon as he got into office, he abandoned them. We Democrats are going to fill that vacuum. Democrats will show the country we are the party on the side of working people.
How is that going, Karen? Showing folks that they are on the side of working people?
Well, at this point, the Democrats really have not sort of articulated their rationale for being put back into power, other than that they would block Trump, that they would stop Trump. So, we will just have to see if we see a real sort of set of here is what we would get accomplished. Because the fact is, it's hard to make that argument when the other party is going to be controlling the White House after that. And when you have actors like Tom Steyer out there trying to get everybody on the record with impeachment, that is going to be a big distraction for trying to say, here are the nuts and bolts of our agenda.